But with that down, let's get into our first topic here. And our first topic today, guys, like I mentioned off the top, we had a lot of news about like the Ezra Miller Flash movie. The good news is, I've said this time and time again, I'll believe this movie is happening once I see some set photos and some cameras rolling and things like that, because this movie has pretty much been in development hell for the last four plus years at this point. They've had like 4 or 5 different directors and writers attached to it. I just had to, it's kinda like Black Adam, like, yeah, I'll believe it when I see it. Speaking of Black Adam, before I forget, I actually did just see a tweet from, I think it was a tweet or something, but Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson himself said that they only have 3 more weeks of filming on
Jeez.
Black Adam. So, like, they actually, that movie's apparently finally coming, so I'm excited about that. But sticking to the Flash movie here, Andy Muschietti, the director who they finally settled on, who is officially actually making this goddamn movie, released some pictures. Well, actually, not too long ago, he, kind of made an announcement. I think it wasn't during Fandom that this announcement happened, but it wasn't too long ago either. I forget when he actually made this drop, but
It's like a couple months ago.
it was a couple months ago. He announced that Supergirl was going to actually be appearing in this Flash movie, and at like they posted the video up online where he like got on a Zoom call with the actress who's got the role, and like they just he shared the video of her telling her that she's Supergirl for the movie, so that was kind of cool. But now we actually have our first look at what the actual suit is going to look like. So since this picture came out, this was the first one that he dropped, and there's been some more set photos that I've released here, but sticking with this one for now, the first thing that caught my eye obviously was the S is sticking to the theme of old my boy Henry Cavill's Superman
It does look
shield
very
there.
similar.
It's 100% the same style S, the same design as the Man of Steel Justice League Henry Cavill suit, so I was very happy to see that. That at least, you know, Henry Cavill being my favorite Superman just gives me a little bit of hope that we might see him again. You
What
know
the
what I
symbol
mean?
stands for.
That is true. It is a good call out, Rick. That was a good pull. Then after that though, we actually have this other picture with her like on set here on some wires and everything, and there's like a comparison of like one of the suits in the comics, and then with the cape with, and
It's
it
pretty
looks good.
spot on.
It's very spot on. It also really reminded me too of if I'm remembering correctly, I might be misremembering, but I think it's even kind of similar. This might just be kind of similar to the Injustice Supergirl suit as well,
Yeah.
which would be cool.
No,
But
it looks good though.
no, it
She
does look
looks
really
good as
good.
Supergirl.
Yeah, and then when there's like this shot of like a more wide shot of it, so you can kind of see like,
It's
I
crazy
like it.
abs.
Yeah, the little muscle suit there. I like it though. It looks good. Like I'm like I said, the main thing I like is that it is it's the Henry Cavill Superman S.
Yeah.
So that definitely speaks to, this is, I mean, we know it's Ezra Miller's Flash, so it's presumably going to be in the same world as, the Henry Cavill Superman. But I mean, at the same time, Michael Keaton's in the movie. So
Well, yeah.
Who
There
knows
he
what,
is.
yeah, there he is there, Bruce Wayne himself. That's my thing, is like we don't really know what Earth or world, whatever this Supergirl is actually from. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's no guarantee this is actually the Supergirl of, Earth 1 or
Because they haven't
the
really released any
Snyderverse.
like information like that, have they?
No. So the fact that the S in the suit is in the same vein of Henry Cavill's suit,
Makes you at least speculate.
it definitely makes you speculate. It makes me hope, as we said before, that the S stands for and everything. It makes me hope that it is. So, like, Rick, you see these things. You see the Michael Keaton, but this is all we have of Michael Keaton. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot to it. But
You can barely tell it's Michael Keaton.
yeah, I mean,
Just doesn't look like him from that angle.
it's the hair. He's been bald for so long now. Now they
True.
gave him the wig. You know what I mean? But what's your takeaway from this stuff? What excites you the most?
I think it just looks cool. I mean, it's cool to finally see like actual pictures on the set of people in costume, doing their thing, seeing her as Supergirl and all that sort of stuff, seeing Michael Keaton as Bruce Wayne. So I think too the suit looks kind of awkward there just because she's like literally hanging up on wires and, probably That's not how it's gonna look, I don't think, when she's, like, standing up or anything like that.
Yeah,
But
it's you
she's
can tell
kind of,
she
like,
looks like she
crunched.
has like a royal wedgie right now.
That's
Like, you
yeah,
know what I mean?
exactly what I was gonna say,
Yeah, it's not a very flattering picture by any means. It definitely
no.
makes it look like
She
it's
looks good, though. She looks good.
yeah.
Like, her face looks good, her hair looks cool, like, I mean, that's it.
Yeah, man, I'm excited for it. Like, I never would have thought Supergirl would have been in this movie, but
Yeah.
and that's the thing too. I don't know how much she's really going to be in it too, because this movie has quickly became much more than just a Flash movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, we barely even talked about The Flash.
Yeah, I mean that's I'm actually curious to see because we saw at Fandom and through the concept art that Andy Muschietti released, there's a redesign of Flash's suit that's going to be looking more like the new 52 suit, at least via the concept art, and it also kind of made it seem like they were going away from the Zack Snyder, heat grade armor kind of stuff that
Right.
he was wearing.
That
It
was
looked
pretty intense looking.
yeah, the through the concept art anyway, it made it look more like like the spandex Superman style suit.
Right.
So I'm curious to see, more so than even the Supergirl suit at this point, what the hell this new Flash suit's gonna look like, in all
Yeah.
honesty. So
Yeah,
we should
that'll
be
be interesting to see.
I wouldn't be surprised though, since they're at least this far along in filming this, like enough to where they got Supergirl and Bruce Wayne on set here, that come October DC fandom time, they might be able to actually
Drop.
throw together some sort of trailer.
Yeah, you would think so.
Yeah.
They've got plenty of time.
Yeah, if not trailer, I'm sure we'll at least get to see, like, a suit reveal or something.
Yeah,
Like
something. I would think there'd be at least a trailer.
yeah, I mean, you never
I
know.
mean, if they could make a Batman trailer out of, like, 25% of a movie, like,
Yeah, exactly, that's
anything's possible.
yeah, for sure. I'm s speaking of which, man, we're definitely getting another Batman trailer
And
at
that will be
Fandom.
nice to see.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
curious to
excited
see
for it.
more of, like, the Riddler and all that, but
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about that Batman suit is the cowl. Like, that I don't
doesn't
like
seem very protective.
nah, it's just like a leather thing. I don't like the stitching that's, like, around the
Like, they
that's
could have done
honestly
the
what I hate.
stitching on the inside of it.
Yeah, man, I
Yeah.
don't like the aesthetic of the stitching. I think the design of the cow looks fine. It's just the fact that I can see that stitching on it drives me crazy.
Like, if they just would've folded it and stitched from the ins
Yeah,
I don't
it's I don't know, it's something stupid, and I mean, he's probably always gonna be wearing that suit, and we're gonna always see him at night and never see the damn stitching really,
true.
but I know it's there. You know what I mean? It's
You've
like
seen it, you know
yeah,
it's
it's like that Bob Bifo Spider-Man mask I have.
yeah.
It's the same way. It has, like, the stitching on the top center of it, so it's like you can just see the stitching, and you don't wanna see it. Yeah, I mean, you don't wanna see the stitching.
No.
It takes the whole mystique of you being the Batman away when it's like, "Ah, I can see your" it's like your shoestring kind of thing
Right.
hanging out. It's annoying. But
Put
nevertheless,
together kinda shoddily.
yeah, I'm excited though. I think the Supergirl movie or not movie, but actually that's a good question too before we wrap this up. Do you think they're actually going to do anything with Supergirl outside of this Flash movie at this point?
Well, you'd think. I mean, they've, like, hyped it up enough, and they've got, like, enough of, like, a character developed that they'd at least do something outside of giving her a cameo appearance or something, but
Yeah, because I mean they had the plans initially to do that. Well, I guess they are still on the table, but they were making that Batgirl movie, and now they're doing something with Batgirl on HBO Max. I don't know if it's going to be a show or a movie at this point, but I am curious to see if and see kind of like do a world's finest thing.
yeah.
We already have this Supergirl character. Why not throw her in the Batgirl thing too? So it's like Batgirl and Supergirl, and we may unfortunately may never get a true world's finest Batman and Superman movie with my boy Ben Affleck and Henry Cavill. But hell, if this Supergirl character is good, I'd like to see her show up again. We'll just have to kind of wait and see. I could see her doing something with the Batgirl show or movies and showing back up again. Who
Right.
knows? Have to wait and see. But yeah, that pretty much is. So guys, what do you think about this? I wish you would have got a couple more pictures of Bruce Wayne, of Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne or something. Maybe even if Ben Affleck was back in the background too, so we at least knew and some idea that these two Batmen are gonna meet. 'Cause that's another thing we don't know. Like, is Bruce Wayne's Batman or is Ben Affleck's Batman going to meet Michael Keaton's Batman, or is it just gonna be Flash kind of going in between both? I mean, I'm curious to see that because it'd be really cool to see both of them on screen. Two Batman in one shot, that'd be pretty cool. So, well, what do you guys think of the Supergirl suit? Are you excited for the Flash movie? I for one I'm kind of stunned that we're actually getting set photos and everything because I guess it's now official. I can finally say like the movie's being made. So I guess I'm happy about that because I won't. Just because of what the hell's going on in this movie, I'm very excited for it. Like, for no other reason because of all this Batman and Supergirl stuff. So let us know what you think down in the comment section below.